going on, guys? It's Weather with Jonathan here, and I'm back with another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about the potential for a massive severe weather outbreak later this week. And I'm going to be talking about all this in your forecast. So starting off with our power outages.us, or our power outages in the United States. Today we actually have a lot of people without power in Michigan still. 200,000 people without power still. We just had a damaging wind event go through Ohio, so we had about 40,000 people without power in Ohio earlier. And then there are 61,353 people without power in California. So, next we need to look at our GFS models. And you can see right now is that you see we have that snow up in the Great Lakes region and the Wisconsin region, and some of that snow on the West Coast. That'll start to move out of the way. Maybe cause a little more ice in the Great Lakes region, but it's going to be mainly kind of quiet after that. So then we see this system come in right here. Yeah, and guess what, you guys? This is going to cause a massive severe weather outbreak. So that's not the main day. This is our main day right here. You can see that severe weather threat really ramps up. You can see we have some heavy snow possible on the backside. We could be seeing some pretty high accumulations on the backside with that cold air. Now, this is what I'm really concerned about. The Storm Prediction Center did actually issue an enhanced risk, but we have a slight risk today, and this is for portions of central southern Ohio, and this is mainly driven by tornadoes and wind. Our tornado watch just got canceled right as I'm speaking, for southeastern Ohio. So this is our day one outlook. This is for today, and then this is our main threat. So for day 4, March 2nd, 2023. This is Thursday. We have a very large enhanced risk for portions of western Alabama, central Mississippi, central southern Arkansas, central northern Louisiana, and eastern Texas. This is driven by hail, tornadoes, and wind. And believe it or not, tomorrow or for day 2 outlook, we could probably see an upgrade to a moderate risk, because this is looking very significant. I think our moderate risk would include a 15% chance of significant tornadoes, a 45% chance of significant wind, and a 45% chance of significant hail, because all hazards are looking possible in this. Now, even though I just said what I think the probabilities are, it's probably going to be different, because the Storm Prediction Center notices a lot more stuff than I do and all the other weather forecasters out there. So we got to keep that in mind. Then that severe weather threat is going to also continue through day 5 or Friday. We have that slight risk for eastern Alabama, the entire state of Georgia, the entire state of South Carolina too, southern slash southwestern North Carolina, eastern Tennessee, and yeah. So this is also driven by tornadoes and wind. We may see an upgrade to an enhanced risk for day 2 or day 3, something around there. But yeah, so if we get back to our models here, you can see those dew points with our first storm, they're going to be seeing some rich moisture. We are actually going to be seeing dew points upper 60s to lower 70s. That is some very rich moisture. And guess what, you guys? That's not the only problem, because if we take a look at our instability here, we've got a lot of instability across much of eastern Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi, and this is why we could see the potential for a moderate risk. And this is going to cause supercells to really eat up that energy. Think of that energy like a cake. It's just sitting there with the glass jar, and guess what? When the supercells start firing up, it's like a person taking the glass off that lid for the cake and eating it all up, and it gives them the power. And that's exactly what's happening with these supercells. So that continues east throughout the afternoon and the evening hours. We'll likely see this severe weather continue throughout the next day and all the way through about the evening of the next day. And yeah, so we definitely have a lot of wind shear. And I'm going to just real quickly go over day 2 for the severe weather. So you can see we have a lot of wind shear present across Georgia and South Carolina. Now this is Friday, so this is for the slight risk I showed you. Now if I pull this back, this is what's really causing that tornado potential, and this is why we could get it upgraded to a moderate risk, because we have all those ingredients in place. We've got strong wind shear, we've got instability, and we've got very rich moisture, and you can clearly see that flow out of the southwest. So a tornado potential does exist, and a few significant tornadoes are possible. So that's what we really have got to watch out for. Now let's check our 500 millibar jet stream. You can see that trough actually very quickly shifts to a negative tilt as it moves across the Dixie Alley, and it swings very negatively tilted. And with those storms, we could actually have a bunch of wind shear too with the 500 millibar jet stream. And then our 750 millibar is really what we got to watch out for, because look at this ramp up, you guys. That's wind shear of about 90 knots. So this is an extreme event, and I would not be surprised if we saw a moderate risk. This very likely will not be a high risk, but this will probably be moderate risk and will probably get upgraded to a moderate risk for day 3 or day 2. And it will be a moderate risk by day 1. I promise you guys. It very likely will. So, after that moves out of the way, I forgot to mention this in my video, but we actually have the potential for some massive winter storms coming. If I pull this out to just even March 15th, it's going to show a crazy amount of snowfall. And this is what it's showing. And it's showing a crazy amount of snowfall for the West Coast in places like Seattle, Olympic, Portland, Salem, Eugene, South Lake Tahoe, Truckee, Mount Shasta. Any places in there will definitely get some significant snowfall throughout March 15th. Now, we're not talking in depth about some sleet and freezing rain totals. I just want to give you guys an idea. This probably will change as we get into the near future, but yeah, and then I'll just show you real quick our precipitation totals. It says the max precipitation is 18.23 inches. That is likely for the West Coast and the Sierra Mountains, in the Sierras. And yeah, so I will just give you a quick little model run of what the radar and the models could look like till about March 15th. So you can see this is today, then that's tomorrow, and that's Wednesday, March 1st. Then that's the severe weather potential outbreak that we could have, and that could dump a significant amount of snow totals across the U.S. And I think we could see some very significant snow totals ranging from Missouri to Wisconsin, and I will actually show you this in my newest model run. So this is what our main storm is going to dump with the severe weather outbreak. This is what it's showing. This is our storm. You can see it dumps some very significant snowfall across southwestern Missouri and up through the UP of Michigan or the upper Michigan. In Portland, Oregon, you guys could actually be seeing some significant snowfall totals on the March 1st. And then that's going to continue way throughout March. And we could be seeing a very high end and extreme snowfall event for Denver, Colorado, and Colorado in late March and throughout the entire month of April. So that's going to sum it up for this forecast. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will make the next video a lot longer so you guys can enjoy it and listen to the weather update all day. And also, Make sure to subscribe, like the video, and share this video with your family and friends and my channel. It really helps me out a ton, and it helps the channel out. So please consider subscribing. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for all the support.